Greetings, welcome to Fingerstyle Fingerpicking Made Easy, Part 1. You do not need fingernails like this to play fingerstyle. If you do have fingernails like this, it's best to get both the nail and the pad of your fingertip. Today I'm being endorsed by Yamaha. Just so you know, this is Carey. Hi. Fingerpicking is very simple. It just takes a lot of muscle memory. In other words, doing it over and over, slow enough that your fingers know what to do without you thinking about it. And I had a student, an adult student, come in to me, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 years ago, and he said, "Can you teach me how to play like Leo Kottke?" And I said, "I sure can." And that student left after 5 lessons because he didn't go home and practice. So this is easy stuff, but you have to put the effort into it. But I could have taught him how to play like Leo. Step 1. I'm going to teach you the classical rule, we'll call it a rule or a guideline, for what finger gets what string. Classical guys say, use the thumb for the top 3 strings, E, A, D. Right hand, thumb, he takes care of the top 3 strings. The next 3 strings are designated to your 3 strongest fingers. Index on the G string, middle finger on the B string, ring finger gets the E string. We leave the pinky out unless we're doing things like a rake on 5 strings. But most of your work is going to be done with these 4 characters right here. And keep in mind, people like Jerry Garcia and Phil Kagi, both amazing guitar players, were missing this finger. So it can be done. People like Paul McCartney, I think he only worked with these 2 guys. So it can be done. Okay, one more time. These 3 fingers each get their own string on the bottom. Thumb gets the top. And here's an example of that. Prelude in D minor by Bach. I'll just play a couple seconds of it. Etc. You get the point. Another thing you could do is, here's a C chord alternating bass. So there I was following the rule. These 3 guys had the bottom 3, thumb took care of the top. An example where we would break the rule, and there'll be many. Here's an intro for a Black Sabbath song from their 5th album. And here's how the classical guy would do it. So notice I followed the rule, but when I came to that second part, I was following the rule and I had to change up my fingers. In this instance, we would break the rule and we would say, take one fingerstyle and apply it to both parts of the song. So what I would do is I would just use these 3 fingers and use the same application. So there I'm breaking the rule, because these fingers are now on these 2 strings. And again, why I'm doing that is because When I go to this, I'll just use the same 3 fingers, the thumb and 2 fingers. Anyway,